Weiss! You dumbass! Start making sense, you rotten book, or you're gonna be sorry. Maybe I'll rip your pages out one by one, or maybe I'll put you in the goddamn furnace. How can someone with such a big smart brain get hypnotized like a little bitch, huh? Oh, Shadow Lord, I love you, Shadow Lord. Come over here and give Weiss a big sloppy kiss, Shadow Lord. Now pull your head out of your goddamn ass and start fucking helping us!
Wow, I forgot this game just opens up by yelling at you every time you launch it. Technically, yelling at a different character, but still, definitely opens with yelling. Caught me by surprise a little bit. So this is Nier. I've also played this game before, just like Mass Effect, and I'm once again trying to record the previous game before the sequel comes out. We already played the Nier Automata demo recently, and the game is coming out in a few months or so, so I figured I'd play through this. A game that I don't...
Nice.
Nope, not right now. All I remember about Nier, really, is that I enjoyed it, but I hated the fishing mechanic, which I don't think is particularly mandatory, but I remember having to look up how it worked because I couldn't figure out how the controls worked or something. But anyway, this is a bit of complication here. So Nier, I touched on the backstory of Nier a little bit on how weird of a game it is as far as fitting into a story goes, but I should touch on it again here because this isn't the demo for the other thing, which some people might be voting for spoilers anyway. But the Drakengard series is a series of games where the games have a whole bunch of different endings, like a lot of endings, so almost weird number of endings per game. And instead of being a thing where like each one is its own end, like actual end point, oftentimes you unlock one ending on your way to getting the other endings, like it's where like rewinding in time is actually part of the storytelling in a weird way. And Nier follows up on a specific ending of Drakengard 1. I think Drakengard 2 also follows up on a different alternate ending of Drakengard 1. So like, Drakengard's multiple endings are all simultaneously canon because they have different sequels, basically. I think, which is confusing. Because, yeah, Nier is a sequel to a specific ending of the first Drakengard game, I think, and that's different from the rest of the Drakengard sequels being sequels to different endings of Drakengard. Oh my goodness. But it gets even more complicated in a way that I didn't talk about during the demo, which is that there's two versions of Nier. Nier Automata? No, that's a new one. No, it's Nier Replicant and Nier Gestalt. And one of them, Replicant, is Japan only. I think you have to import it if you want to play it. You play as a really stereotypical teenage-looking, smooth-skinned, like cutesy-looking, generic anime male protagonist character. But the version that we got, Gestalt, which just came here being called Nier, because we didn't in the United States we didn't get both of them, so they didn't even bother naming them with subtitles or anything because that would just confuse people. We got the older guy. He's like a middle-aged guy protecting his daughter. So the games have different protagonists and kind of different stories, as far as I can tell. I think they still take place in the same world, the same levels and everything. But the context is different because the protagonist changes between the two games, which is weird. It's like a Pokemon Red and Blue situation to an extent, where there's two parallel games, but we only got one of them. But as far as I can tell, most people consider this one to be the more canonical one, to the point where the developers themselves prefer this one. And it seems that Replicant might have been an attempt at pandering to generic tropes of what people expect from Japanese video games to an extent, I suppose. Either way, this is a relatively interesting and somewhat flawed game, and a lot of this playthrough will be pretty blind, I think, because I don't remember this game. I really don't. I also never finished beating it, so I got the first ending and never went past that point, and I plan on doing all the endings in this playthrough, I think, so everything past the first ending will be completely blind, not even poorly remembered blind, but just completely. So let's get started. This should be an interesting game. Well, hello there. Already figured that out a little bit. I might need this in a second. There we go.
Damn monsters! I'll kill you all!
Check out that feeling. You swing into people and it just freezes for a frame every time you make physical contact to make sure you really know it.
Dad?
You alright, Yonah?
Sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. It'll stop in a second. I promise. If the monsters hear me, are they gonna come back for me?
I won't let them hurt you, Yonah. I promise. You need to eat something. Stay here. Stay hidden. I'll be right back. Yonah.
Yeah?
Don't touch that book. Not ever. Do you hear me?
Yes, Dad.
There's our evade. I was curious. I figured there had to be a roll of some kind by now. Aha!
They just keep coming. Come on. I'll tear you apart.
Nope. I don't need no blocking.
Stay away from Yonah.
There's a huge cloud of blood coming out of these things that I'm not entirely convinced would even have blood in the first place.
I need more power. I need to protect Yonah. Stay away from my daughter.
Huh. Now that I think about it, Bayonetta's attacks are oddly reminiscent of that, aren't they? I've got a dark hand, motherfucker! Haha! It just breaks them, doesn't it? I don't think they even survive. Yeah, I think it's just one hit. Level up! Whatever the context for that is. Oh. Hi. Level 3. Okay. These are quick level ups. I don't think I really am running out of energy either. I think this is just a let's play with our fun toys. Oh yeah. Hey, it's the floating thing that shoots attacks just like an automata. So they use that exact mechanic in the upcoming sequel. Charging. Hold down the attack or magic button to charge your attacks, altering their effects. Oh, it'll shoot while I'm shooting, but then I can let go to do a pulse. Okay, let's charge the other one then. Oh, there's an explosion. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm playing this on the Xbox 360 because, as far as I can tell, the PlayStation 3 version is a port job from the 360 version. So just generally, the smart move is to play the original version if they didn't add anything. And so that's my logic here. Hello.
This is the power of the Black Book.
It just keeps getting stronger. So he's giving into darkness at this point, because he has reason to think that he shouldn't be using this book, but he panicked and used it to defend his daughter. And it's certainly making me powerful. Nothing can fight me, and I can clearly just hilariously obliterate everything, and I have super attacks, and I'm leveling up like crazy. It feels like that cutscene of Devil May Cry 4 where Dante gets the Pandora's box weapon, and it's just like, look at all this bullshit I can do now. Haha, none of this makes sense. Fuck it. Destroy everything. Haha. Level 12. Might as well just keep doing this. Oopsie. You interrupted my attack. You will pay for that. This is probably the safest approach, is just doing this in pulses, because it hits everything every time I charge the actual attack off. But it's boring, because this is a giant ridiculous explosion. Oh wow, yeah, I think even my normal attacks are strong now, probably because I'm level 14. This is definitely one of those vertical slice type intro demo things for an intro chapter. Left bumper is Dark Lance. There's creepy whispers happening everywhere. How many of these do I charge up? Holy crap. Oh ho ho. Definitely better for a boss fight than individual targets, perhaps, because they only hit like one dude. Unless they all want to line up for me. Honestly, melee is probably a pretty valid approach right now. Just to clear my way through the crowd. Yeah, I'm killing them and like their souls are going into me and creepy whispers are happening. And that's probably not a good sign for anyone involved. It's also just really off-putting in the moment. How much can I charge this up? Is that as much as I can do? I think the moment it flashes red, that's when I want to just pulse it. Here we go. Level 18. Of course. This is actually a really effective crowd clearing method. And very safe. I think that's the last of them. Okay. I probably want to use the lance now. I can't move while I'm doing this. This is slightly concerning. Alright, let's try aiming straight at this guy a little bit. It's not very easy. The aim's kind of jumpy. Alright. How does the normal attack compare? Oh yeah, it does chip damage, so the big lance attack's probably the way to go. Or melee. Just watch out for the hordes of enemies. Maybe let out some AoE attacks. Oopsie. So I don't know how to change attacks right now, so as far as I can tell I can't do the explosion attack anymore and I have to do the lances instead because it replaced what that button did. Assuming these are all powers you get in the normal game, I assume you can choose which one you can use at some point. I might even be able to do it now, but just don't know the button. Hi. Sonic Boom? Can I aim for his head? I can aim for his head, I don't know if it necessarily helped. But this definitely does a decent amount of damage. He'll be down soon. Oh, almost missed. Let's finish this up close. Attack gauges. When fighting against large enemies, attack gauges will often appear on specific parts of their bodies. Destroy those parts within the time limit to defeat the enemy. How do I destroy it? That was not how I destroy it. Okay. So I probably should have just shot it. I'll get the opportunity in a moment here. You can really charge this up for a long time. Oopsie. Ow. That wasn't very nice. There we go. This'll work. I'm keeping ahead of the needle, so we're good. Level 30. I think that's that. Okay. I found my old save file sitting on this thing, so for context, I reached ending A at level 27. So this is definitely this prologue thing goes really heavy into giving you free levels. Oh, I can run around over here? I'd probably die if I jumped there, right? There's a whole chasm here. It's interesting because this clearly looks like Japan. Like real life Japan. But that doesn't seem to be the setting of the game. I really need to play the original Drakengard games. But damn, it's a backlog of story to get through. If I have time, I hope to finish this game, then go finish Drakengard 3's remaining endings before Nier Automata comes out. We'll see if it works.
Yonah, talk to me.
Dad, are you all right?
Don't worry about me. I'm fine.
That's good. Oh, look, I found this while you were gone.
A cookie? Hey, that's your favorite.
Here, we can split it, okay?
No, you take it.
Dad, no. You need to eat something.
All right. Give me the small half.
No. Come on, Dad. You're bigger than me. You have to eat to survive.
Yonah? Yonah!
Oh no. I dropped the cookie. I didn't mean to. You've always been the one helping me.
Yonah! What have you done?
So I wanted to.
No! Yonah! Yonah! We need help. We need help! Please, anyone! Help! Help us!
December 22nd. The snow won't stop falling. Okay. Well, never mind.
All right. I'm off.
Dad, you want to hear about the crazy dream I had last night?
So that was absurd, right? We're in the snow. Character seemingly risks everything to save his daughter. Daughter seems to be dying anyway. Fade to black. 1,300 years later, just boom, giant leap forward in time. What?
See, I was in it, and you were in it too. And we were riding around on this huge pink cloud, and then...
Yonah, I'm sorry. I have to go. You can tell me when I get back.
Oh, wait. Can you get me a book while you're out?
Sure. Now stay here and rest. We can't have your cough coming back.
And here we are. Also, no, it actually kind of shows how Nier Automata is a bit of a sequel. Is the idea, like, look at this perspective change. We're suddenly in a, like, you can technically walk around, but yeah, this is a two-dimensional room. You can't go towards or away from the camera. You can rotate like you're still playing 3D, but it's suddenly in 2D. Like, this apparently seems to be a trope for the franchise that they plan on continuing. I love you, Dad, she says. I guess you can't follow up on that. Can I read the diary? I think that's what the loading screen was. So it's not always voice acted, apparently. So you can hear her coughing, so she seems to be sick here, too. 100 gold! Oops. Reflexively hitting A instead of B. I should go to the library and see what Popolo's up to. Here we are. We're just in a fantasy land. Everything's bright and colorful. Everything looks crazy, actually. Like really old buildings. And there's machinery somewhere around here. Or is that just the sound of the windmill? Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's machinery. You can use mailboxes to save your progress. Mailboxes can be found all over the world, so keep your eyes peeled for them. And you have to save, so be careful. So expect to see a lot of episodes that end at these all of a sudden, because I have to get to one of these at the end of every recording session or I'll be in trouble. Now let's save over my old stuff. Goodbye, level 27 person that beat the game in 13 hours apparently. Now it's gone, haha! That was from 6 years ago. That's why I don't remember this game, probably. Let's take a look at the setting a little bit. So you've got brick structures. Also, I think the game's running in 720. Everything looks really pixely at the moment.
Hey!
I hear that wolves show up a lot in the desert beyond the Eastern Road. Sheep and goats are pushovers compared to a wolf. Yeah, that's... glad they have some schooling around here. So this is interesting. Everything's mossy and grown over, but it looks like it's been here for a while. And we have water wheels, we have ships. But it doesn't quite look like your traditional fantasy setting. It looks like structures you would see in at a later time period than what most fantasy settings are based on. And you have foundations of destroyed buildings. I'm gonna be hitting A when I walk up to stuff a lot, apparently. There's a few goods around here. There we go. He's very animated. He really just dives down on the ground to look around. So he looks like he's got a curved blade. It almost has like a katana blade thing going on, but then it's got a cross guard of more European weapons. And I will not pretend to have very much knowledge regarding any of these topics. So let's be careful with that.
Hello, dearie.
There's no better sight than children in high spirits. It makes me feel young just looking at them.
Let's go play in the northern plains.
That sounds dangerous. That sounds exceptionally dangerous. Oh, is she singing?
Morning.
Hey, look at that. The vocals cut out of the track that was playing in the background when I started talking to her.
Hello, Double-A.
Well, someone looks raring to go this morning.
You know how it is. I'm just trying to earn a living for my little girl.
Yep, and her voice came back when I finished talking to her. Wow. That's the type of really weirdly specific detail that you would see from, like... Basically, Hideo Kojima does weird stuff like that, usually. Where it's like, who's gonna notice that? But also, I'm totally going to do it and put it in my game.
I heard they've got discount vegetables today.
Where, in the inn? I mean, the church?
Ah.
Visiting Popola again today.
Get out of my way, old man.
You move at quite a clip in this game. Which I will never complain about. Who doesn't like a protagonist that just moves really fast? Unless if it gets in the way, of course. But you're not going to be slowly walking through town here. Can I use this door? Nope. Popola around here. And perspective change again. That's neat. I like how the see-through bricks actually have like a, it looks like a frame, basically.
Say.
Good morning. How's Yonah doing today? Her cough isn't any better. That's worrisome. I hope she gets well soon. Me too. I felt so helpless. Other than making sure she eats properly, there just isn't much I can do for her. Most days I feel like a total failure. Oh, stop that. You're the finest father a girl could hope to have. Well, anyway, I was hoping you could take care of this for me. I got a request from someone in the shopping district. They need you to get some mutton from the northern plains. Got it. I'm on my way. Since you're going to be in the plains, let me give you a map. It'll come in handy, trust me. Oh, and one more thing. Would you mind purchasing 3 medicinal herbs from a client while you're at it? I used my last one earlier. Here's some money. 1,000 gold. I don't think herbs cost this much. Well then, buy some for Yonah while you're at it. You don't have to... It's okay, really. So how many herbs do I have right now? I might already have 3. I do have 3 already. Can I just talk to her again? That's 3 pieces of mutton and 3 medicinal herbs, alright? Thanks. So we have to do them at the same time.
Thanks, Popola, for everything.
Huh?
You know, all the work you give me. You've been telling the villagers that I'm for hire, haven't you?
Oh, that? It's nothing. They need help, and you need money to take care of Yonah. This way everyone wins.
I suppose so.
Everyone except for Yonah if she doesn't stop being sick. Let's do a lap. Let's check up here. After all, it'll go fast. And you never know when there's something stashed up here. Who's that? Popola asked me to organize the books, but I had no idea there were so many. Really? You didn't look around in here for a second? I never should have taken this job. I've never been in the library before, and I blindly accepted this when there's clearly just an incredible, endless supply of books that literally line the walls so high that you can't reach them by hand.
Hey.
Yonah? Oh, hey, Dad. Damn it, Yonah, you're too sick to be outside. Look at you, now your ribbon's coming undone and everything. Sorry, Dad. I thought maybe I'd go to the library and see if they had any books about my sickness. Yonah. Just let me worry about that, alright? You just need to eat and sleep and focus on getting better. If you do that, your illness will take care of itself. You really think so? Yes, I do. Listen, I've got a lot of work to do, so I'll be back in a while, okay? Okay. It's too bad how a lot of it's not voice acted, because I actually think the voice acting in this game is one of the stronger cases as far as, I'm gonna learn to make awesome food for Dad. I better start working on his new secret recipe.
Our world is dying. Once thriving populations now lie decimated by plague and disease. The end has never felt so close. And if that wasn't enough, monsters called Shades now roam the land, threatening our very lives. But that's of no consequence to me. My daughter is sick, and my only concern is to give her a better life. I try my best, but I'm only one man, and a hard one at that. So the kindness of the villagers has meant much. Nothing will stop me. I will fight for Yonah until the end. Until the very end.
How's that for a juxtaposition? Our world is dying. We're getting killed by plague and monsters and darkness. And it's just like happy guitar music's playing, and it's these nice sun-bleached meadows and water wheels and literally pretty much everything you could possibly associate with peacefulness and serene landscapes and so on. And it's associated with darkness. Because that's the reality, apparently. Poor animals. They must be running out of food, too. But yeah, I think that as far as Japanese games that normally have Japanese VO, but get a localization and English voice acting, I think that the voice acting is actually pretty strong throughout this game. It's just a shame that it's often absent until you get to main story cutscenes. Man, this is loading fast. I have it installed. Forgot about that quirk where games used to load slowly on 360, but then you would install them and they'd load faster. And the difference is being noticeable so far. That is a severe sun bleaching, by the way. They're trying to have the feeling of coming out of like a dark cave or a theater or something. Die, random thing. There we go. We need to collect 3 mutton. So I'm just going to murder the ever-living shit out of a few sheep. Hello, you are adjacent to me. I don't have my powers right now, right? Yeah, the bumpers do nothing. There we go. This is basically a tutorial, but it gives me a chance to look at the world a little bit. It all looks so natural and vacant. A little undetailed. It looks like a character terrain generator. It actually looks like some of the alien worlds in Mass Effect, and as far as how low detailed the actual landscape looks. But this is a cool detail, is seeing this, like, this is probably like a freeway or something, right? Once upon a time? Maybe, it looks like it's made of metal, I think. No, it's probably a railroad, actually. It's probably a raised railroad at one point, and now it's just gone. All that's left is the supports and a few of the individual chunks of it, but it's not useful. There we go. I'd better get this meat back to the village. There we go. I don't even need to buy any healing items. Oh.
What are shades doing so close to town?
Murder, 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 murder. Watch out. Oop. That was almost bad. What's this? Oh, got a medicinal herb just from fighting them. That's nice. Less to buy. It means that when I give 3 to the, when I give them 3 back in town, I won't even have to buy a new one. I had no idea shades were so close to the village. Well, now they're clear. So just keep doing that and you'll be fine. You just have to be this game's Niter. Today Popola sent me a new book. I will almost never be able to read those in time. A man can't even go hunting in peace anymore. I better get this meat back to the shopkeeper. There's always a funny juxtaposition there. It's like, I can't even kill things in peace anymore. It's like, I don't know if the sheep agree. That guy just really loves walking up the hill and talking about discounted vegetables. That's what he does all day. I'm actually really digging these load times. There's some RPGs where I'm just like, oh, a door. Great. I guess I'll wait now. That's 3 pieces of mutton and 3 medicinal herbs, alright? Thanks. Uh-oh. There's the medicinal herbs. Do I not have mutton? I mean, they said to take it back to her, so I should have it, right? Oh, that was weird. Did I take them to the wrong place? I have the medicinal herbs, don't I? Oh, I think I made a mistake. Okay, right. I probably have to talk to the medicinal herb merchant, even though I have what I need. I really hope it has a happy ending. Reading like 1 sentence of each entry. That was the follow-up 2nd sentence after the previous one. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Is I never visited the merchant that they wanted me to visit for the tutorial, because I already had the herbs just from gathering. Whoops. Well, this is my chance to buy more. I sure wish I had a nice girl like Yonah in my family. You're not the person.
Yo.
Hey, you want some mutton? Oh, thank you. You wouldn't believe how popular this stuff is lately. Here, this isn't much, but I'd like you to have it. And tell Popola I said thanks, okay? I'll do that. Oh, the mutton was for him. Whoops, I forgot. I got distracted by being attacked by demon monsters, you know? It's slightly distracting when that happens. So we have 30% health, 60% health, poison cure, and 3 different maps. I'm just gonna buy those real quick. I'm confident enough in my abilities to not necessarily think that I need that many healing items, but buying maps preemptively, I'm cool with that. So what can I sell? Nothing. Come back anytime. There we go.
You tell that daughter of yours to get better soon.
Yeah, that won't put any pressure on her. Just command her to stop being sick. She'll love it.
Play in the Northern Plains.
I feel bad about any of that stuff just because in the prologue, whatever reality that was, assuming it even was real, like she felt so guilty for being taken care of all the time. So the idea of commanding her to get better almost seems like it would just exasperate the emotion there and make it worse. And I genuinely don't know. I don't know if I ever knew, but if I ever knew, I don't remember what the hell's going on with that prologue. That just kind of went away, and we jumped forward 1,300 years.
Hey.
I got the mutton. Those sheep were squirrely little bastards. Oh, and here's your herbs. Thank you. And yes, those sheep can be surprisingly tough. Anyway, you look exhausted. Why don't you call it a day? I'm sure Yonah will love some extra time with you. Yeah, I'm sure she would. There we go. We'll be on much longer and much more extravagant expeditions soon. It's not going to be a bunch of fetch quests where I go slightly outside of town and fight 3 sheep, like it was today. There's nothing worse than a sad tree. I actually got all 3 sentences of that entry, yay. So as time passes, it must just be 1 entry all day. Oh, there's something. Probably walked right past that. Berries! We'll go ahead and save. There we go. 2017 versus 2010. Holy crap. Admittedly, that's the end of 2010. So, yeah, 6 years. 6 years, though, still. I've had this game for a long time. This is the same 360 copy that I have on disc since then. How did he get there is what I wondered also. Is it implied that the room is up and diagonal to the right, and we're not supposed to think of it as being continuous vertically, or does he somehow go through a different direction? Like, I kind of enjoyed how silly and gamey some of the stuff is, where it's just like, it's a video game, Pac-Man rules, let's do it.
Hey.
Hey, Dad, about that dream I had today. There was me and, I think there was a big pink goat or something. I guess I kind of forgot the rest, but it was really crazy. That's alright, Yonah. I've got a story for you this time. You ever heard of a flower called the Lunar Tear? That's a silly name. Maybe. But people say that the Lunar Tear will grant the wish of anyone who finds one. But only very good boys and girls are ever able to find one, so you have to keep being good, alright? Could a Lunar Tear make me better? Of course, it can do anything. Huh. Yonah? Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Good night, Dad. That seems like a dangerous rule. A dangerous story to tell someone. We basically said, hey, there's somewhere out there, this thing that could make you better. You say to your daughter who feels helpless about making people work for her all the time. Alright, I'm off. See you later. And stay out of trouble today, alright? Alright.
Wow.
The Lunar Tear. Oh, she's stuck on that. It's the next day and she's still thinking about it. That seems dangerous. Alright. And so our routine sets in. Oops, and I get stuck on doorways like I'm playing Red Dead Redemption or something. I actually like the idea of routine sometimes. Not in an Animal Crossing sort of way. When the whole game is routine, then I don't want to play it, really. But there is a value in having the player repeat an action in a video game to help you roleplay the concept that it is a routine for the main character, too. It's like I essentially do a tutorial mission, and then I retrace the steps of the tutorial mission to continue, making it feel like this is all a familiar thing that he just does every day. Got any work for me today? I do have something, but I don't know. It's gonna be a bit of an ordeal. Sounds right up my alley. I suppose so. You know about the little wooden bridge that's out in the northern plains, right? Yeah, that old thing finally fell over. Well, we had a team of carpenters working on it, but they were attacked by shades. What? Shades in the northern plains? Isn't that where we just were, though? Don't we already know that? Yes, I know. Apparently it was overcast, and the shades caught them off guard. One of the carpenters was seriously injured. So you want me to take him out? Yes, but be careful. It's a dangerous job. My favorite kind. I can't live on charity forever. I have to do something to help this village. You know, yesterday I killed some shades right by the village gate. Damn things were hiding in the shadows. Oh, that's a bit disconcerting. Well, anyway, are you sure you want to take this job? I'm sure. Leave it to me. And so we go, off to kill shades, which seem to be things that literally hang out in the shade, as opposed to just being some sort of evil creature. Oh, that's the same tree entry. I finished reading you over the course of several cutscenes. I am bored with your story. I'm almost disappointed you can't roll off ledges. Oh, off we go again. Day 2. So it seems that this bleach is not misleading, the sun-bleached site, in that when it's all bright like that, you actually do feel safer, because the shades can't get you. But now it's overcast. So this feels like a more natural color palette for the game for basic gameplay, which makes sense because they want. Oh no, it's getting bleached again. But yeah, having the non-bleach, having the bleach stuff be the non-normal looking gameplay style vision makes sense, because having it darkened to normal sight means that normal gameplay will look better when you're fighting shades, which is going to be the body of the game. Is the part where you are in some kind of danger. It'd be weird if they had to throw a filter over the game every time you were in danger, and then it looked normal every time you were safe, because then it would just make the game harder to play. So right now there's not much to the combat, so I'm just kind of wailing on things. Hello. This game is supposed to have some really cool boss fights, if I remember correctly. There we go. That should take care of the shades for a while. If I remember correctly, the boss fights are actually surprisingly mechanically interesting, and a lot of stuff goes on during those. But normal combat, especially at the beginning, I'm just going to be hitting things with a sword for a little while. It's time for our return trip. Let's see. Are they going to be right outside the gate again? Because that time they were just in the open, which is immediately more concerning. Probably slower to keep rolling, but for some reason I can't help it. I go back into my Castlevania state of mind. I'm thinking of like games like Castlevania and a bunch of other ones where just when you're in a big open area, it just feels normal to roll a lot. I'd probably fit right in with all you Zelda players, but I've never actually played Ocarina of Time. I have played Ocarina of Time so little that I often am called out for accidentally calling it Ocarina of Time, because I forget how it's even spelled, because I also don't have exposures to ocarinas. And I'm like, what is that? I guess it's a real instrument. I think it existed before the game. It's just not something that comes up very often. I think they use it in I think the little Munchkin things use that in Dark Crystal. I think they might be playing ocarinas or something.
Oh.
Oh, you're back. Yep. Is everything alright? Were you hurt? Ah, it was nothing. I've been so worried. I felt like I sent you into a really dangerous situation, and if something had... Popola, I'm fine. You can stop worrying now. I'm glad. Oh, by the way, those carpenters left you some money. Thanks. Again. Now it's you who needs to stop worrying. Go buy something nice for Yonah, okay? Hey, 1,000 gold. Oh, speaking of Yonah, she came by here this afternoon. Damn it, not again. Don't be so angry. She just wanted to ask me a question. What about? She was asking about the outside world. Why would she suddenly care about what happens outside the village? I'm kind of dense. I don't know. Oh, well, I guess kids don't always make sense. Don't worry, I told her she wasn't allowed outside the village. Thanks. And sorry she was bugging you. It's not a bother. Now go home. She's probably worried about you. Good plan. And so the routine sets in. Just a bit. The interesting thing about having a routine at the beginning of a game in particular is that it always comes with the threat of breaking the routine. Because from a narrative standpoint, there's a sort of implied thing where if somebody's telling a story, that means something interesting happens in the story, otherwise they wouldn't be telling it to you in the first place. Which means that when you're in a routine in itself can be a form of tension in games because it comes with the implication that something's going to ruin the routine. Uh-oh. Yonah. Where'd she go? I swear, she's gone to the library again. You think you would have passed her on the way here? I'm still amused by that, that staircase transition. And I'm expected to check at the library again. Yep. Unfortunately, making a round trip to and from the library without seeing her is a bad sign. Unless I passed her, like, just sitting around the book somewhere. There's an interesting trend with a lot of games where you play as a father looking after his daughter. Huh. Doesn't look like she's here. Better go ask Popola. It's kind of a trope, like, it's kind of a common thing now with, like, Walking Dead and The Last of Us and a bunch of other games, but nowadays, like this came significantly earlier than all of those games. Not to say that it invented the concept. Hey, Popola, was Yonah here again? Huh? No, haven't seen her. That's strange, she's not home either. Really? Yeah, I figured she came here to bug you some more. Nope, she hasn't been back since earlier. Should be home by now. Did she say where she was going? No, she just asked where she could find a lunar tear. She's so cute. I told her how they used to grow around the lost shrine. Why the hell is Yonah asking about lunar tears? Once again, he's a little thick. Oh, god damn it. What is it? What's wrong? Yesterday I told her a story about how lunar tears can grant wishes. And? She asked if it could cure her. And I said it could. And then... Gods, I'm such an idiot. You don't think she went looking for one, do you? If she finally learned the extent of her illness... Oh, damn it all. What's the fastest way to the Lost Shrine? Through the Eastern Gate. I'm gonna check it out. And now we're in trouble.